We become a coach. We help you through the process, but also we have changes. As we change our metabolism, we also have to change our diet.
Okay.
And we have to change our nutrition, and we have to change our exercise. And I don't just give one type of exercise. We also have to tailor the exercise to the individual. Some people need more aerobic activity. Other people may need more muscle building activity. And you have to be able to integrate those two processes to make it more effective. Step 6 is follow-up testing. We have to do follow-up testing because a lot of people who fail, the problem is they never came back to retest.
So sometimes you have to increase hormones?
Sometimes you have to increase, but other times you may have to decrease.
Okay.
So unless you test and unless you know where you're going, it's very hard to treat. So it's very important to follow up not only with the physician, but we have to follow up with the testing to see what levels we're reaching. And if we're having problems with certain individuals, we need to know what aspect of that person we have to adjust, whether it's her hormones, whether it's estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, or even thyroid. All of those things have to be balanced out, but they change as our metabolism changes. So different needs for different times. When you're overweight, you have different hormonal needs than when you're much more in shape. So we have to look at all those things. Number 7, we have to address cravings. These are the neurotransmitters such as serotonin. We also have to look at dopamine, all these different things that affect your cravings. And there's a difference between appetite and hunger.
Okay.
Hunger is a natural physiologic state that tells the body, feed me because I need energy. Whereas appetite is a very different thing. Some people, for instance, like myself, if I get too nervous, I may be hungry, but I don't have an appetite. You, I remember, we talked about it. You're one of those people, you have a big appetite. So even though you're totally satiated and you're not hungry anymore, you still have an appetite. So
stress for me actually made me hungry.
Exactly. So for you, it's important to reduce certain stress hormones. We have to give you certain supplements which will aid in all of that.
Right.
And by balancing those hormones out also, it puts you into the right zone.
Now we are almost completely out of time.
Yes. Well, I have 3 more. We have exercise, stress, and supplementation.
Okay.
So let me talk about exercise first. Sometimes too much exercise, which actually increases your stress level, can actually make you fat.
Okay.
If you remember, you and I talked about it. You used to exercise 1 or 2 hours a day.
Well, that's true. 40 pounds heavier, and I was exercising more.
You were working a lot and did not lose any weight. Once we changed that, once we gave you the proper balance of both how to do the aerobic activity and
strength training.
And strength training also becomes very important. You have to do both. You can't just do one without the other. You can't do aerobics without strength.
So how can over-exercising, though, make you fat? Well, that's the part I still don't get.
Well, because exercise or too much exercise increases your stress level, and we know that that increases cortisol, which then increases your fat level. Okay. So that's one of the reasons which segues me into my next
step 9,
which is reducing stress. Stress is a very important factor in losing fat. If you have high cortisol levels, and what causes that? Well, talking on your BlackBerry, not sleeping enough at night, day-to-day activities that
just
multitasking will increase your cortisol level. And as we get older, that ability to reduce that cortisol level is no longer there. So what happens is we put that fat around the middle, which is really
So you give them techniques. I mean, you lay this out to reduce their stress.
So what we'll try to do is, which is the next step, is giving a proper, number 10, right, proper supplementation, because there are certain supplements that help reduce the stress level. For instance, fish oils are natural anti-inflammatories, but they're also natural antidepressants, so they help with
calming.
They're calming effects. Certain hormones may be very calming, especially if you are lacking in those. For instance, progesterone may be a calming hormone for certain women who are going through peri or postmenopause. But even for women who have PMS, these kinds of issues can be reversed with the proper hormone and the proper supplementation. So yes, stress, supplementation, and exercise become very important in reducing your weight.
Okay, then we're completely out of time. I want to thank you for coming on the show. Final message to a woman watching this, can't lose weight the way she used to. She's got all come and see you. Okay, good. Yes. Now you still meet one-on-one with your patients?
Yes.
And you've got the hot new spa in La Jolla.
Thank you.
Right across from Starbucks, is that right?
That's right.
Dr. Weiss, I want to thank you for coming on the show. Very interesting.
Thank you.
You've been watching The Wellness Hour, leader in medical news and information. I'm Randy Alvarez. If you would like to see this program again online, visit our website at wellnesshour.com. For now, I wish you good health.
Thanks for watching The Wellness Hour, the leader in medical news with your host, Randy Alvarez, the authority on health issues.